Hi and welcome to another video. So I'm just dropping this I hope it will be a fairly quick video to explain where I am in the funded account. As I expected may be the case, I'm in a bit of a drawdown. Here are the trades I've taken so far. 13 trades and I'm down $350.40. I've been taking my time to get used to the new increased commissions. I've had some issues both outside of trading and in trading as far as PC is concerned. My PC crashed, so that threw me off as well. But the main thing that has contributed to this type of drawdown, which is fine, it's a drawdown which is in the realms of what I've been experiencing on my way to funded. But I feel like the reason I've had this drawdown is, if you notice, of the 13 trades I've taken, only 1, 2, 3 trades have been my normal Forex futures pairs that I trade, or Forex futures instruments, because they're futures contracts, not pairs. 6A, 6B, 6C, or the Australian dollar, the British pound, and the Canadian dollar, respectively. That's where I made most of my money on the way through FTP into funded. But what I realized was that I was putting the icing on the cake with CL. So I would trade 6A, 6B, 6C, and I would occasionally, when things lined up, trade CL. And that's what got me across the finish line. But that's not the bulk of what I've been doing. And I've mistakenly seen the increased expectancy or not mistakenly, but I've seen the increased expectancy on CL, albeit with fewer trades, and I've tried to focus solely on CL and leave behind the bulk of what got me to funded, because CL has, as I say, an increased expectancy, and so my hope was to push that and just see if I can just trade CL effectively and not spend energy on the other 3 instruments. I did have an idea in my head, 250, 350, maximum 500 into the drawdown, but I've taken enough of my valuable $1,500 drawdown. I've got 1,100 left because I did poke my head above the zero line in the funded account. So the drawdown's actually 365. So I've got like 1,130 left. I'm going to make the decision, and from tomorrow I will be up and here ready to trade on time by 9 a.m. Central European time. Not a moment later, because that's where the big moves occur, and we'll run through that in a second. And I'm just going to leave CL behind and look to book my smallish but large for this account size daily goal of around $100. I won't interrupt the trade if I'm up 100, but if I land around or above 100, that's the end of the day. Preferably not under 100 or above, then I will end the day. And this is what I was doing before introducing CL. I would just trade 6A, 6B, 6C, and I would trade it between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central European time, oftentimes being done within half an hour or an hour with my daily goal, and of course sometimes spending the whole 4 hours at the PC and taking a draw, or like a full stop or a partial stop, or anywhere between stop and target. And that's how I was able to string together, I think, 13 winning days in a row, 14. Good up draw, low drawdown, nice stable trading. It's not mechanical. I still have to think, I still have to decide and pass on certain trades and so on and so forth, but that's where I'm more confident. So I'm going to return to that structure. 6A, I'm putting this out there also for posterity, so that people, I've made my intention clear. 6A, 6B, 6C, down about 100-ish on on a full stop day, up about 100-ish or more if the trade should continue according to the rules. They're all written down. On a winning day, take a smaller winning day than $100 if for whatever reason I don't feel like it's prudent to push, or my energy's low, or I've spent enough time at the PC. And keep the time trading down to kind of like 10 hours on the week, maybe 15. So an average of 2 to 3 hours a day, and grind it out. So I don't expect to be getting, I had hopes and dreams, of getting the first check by the end of January and so on and so forth. We've got, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, you can't trade 15th because it's Martin Luther King Day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, we've still got 14 days left. So I would say it's highly unlikely I'm going to get up to the buffer, because I need 1,500 before. I need something above and beyond 1,500 to take a check. So that means I'm about 2,100 off of taking a check, and I don't see that happening with this mode of trading within the next 14 days. But if I can stabilize the drawdown, make something on the month, and then continue as I've done before, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Like, I would like to be making more, but that's what I did to get here, so I'm going to return to that. Forget about knocking it out of the park and drawing that check anytime soon, and just return to what got me here in the first place. So that's it for now. Suppose we could have a quick look. So I went long here and I got stopped on CL, and then I went short and I refused to take it off with these wicks and reverse, so on and so forth. So won't go into that. But 6A, there was a long here, would have been out here for like $70. 6B, potentially a loss here, or if dependent on my entry, I may have got out with a win on a long from here. And then, but in any case, 6C, if I had taken that earlier on, I'd have been done for the day, taking it off here after getting in here. So A and C, maybe I would have just taken one and not the other, who knows, but the edge is there. I'm returning to that, and I will be back in a while with another update as and when it feels right to do so. So that's it for now. Back here then.